welcome along and welcome back to Stone Valley. We completed the fence. Oh, we completed the ploughing contract with this fence last time, so we're going to go collect that from the office and speak to them about what ones we can take on next. So what we've got is this one here, 16,666 is our total from that. So we are going to collect this. And as you can probably see from this here, we have two active contracts that I've picked up before they disappeared, simply because one of them is worth 116,000 and the other is worth 5,000. They are both harvesting contracts. The one on field 26, which is only worth 5,000. If I bring the details up, we're looking at getting about 7,666 from that, which is good. So that's going to be great. In the meantime, in the background, we are going to be running this one. Field 1, we have a sugar beet harvest. It is worth 154,928 once we actually get that running. So yeah, that is going to be going on in the background because we have this little harvester to do this field. Field 1 is the contract. So I'm fully expecting this to take several days. I don't think it's immediately going to get completed very quickly. It is a humongous contract and it's going to take a little bit of time to get it complete. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this up to the field. We're not going to worry about the trailer, I don't think. It should be just a straight shot up the road here. Let's just check this. Oh no, actually, we've got to go across and get this delivered. And then once we get this rolling, what we should be able to do is only do the carting side of it, and then we can get our New Holland there and get that done, as that is our main one for today. Oh, this is not going to transport down this road very well. Right, fine. Let's back this up, pull this out, put the header on the trailer, and then we're going to be in a position where we can very easily get it down to the field without having too many problems. There we go. So yeah, we're probably it's gonna cost us a whole whack of money to run a hired worker for as long as this is gonna take to complete. But it should be that we still make a whole load of money, even if it cost us 40,000 to run the hired worker for this. We are still gonna make over 100,000 on this contract, and it will get us the money we need for buying our land and getting that all started. So yeah, this is very much going to be worth it. There we go. That's all loaded up. Let's hook this up, and then we can get this up to the field. And this is the kind of thing that I've been hoping for, the kind of contract we've been looking for. This will probably allow us to buy the sugar beet factory as well. Maybe. So we'll see where we are. It might not be worth us doing that, but I'm going to get this up to the field and we will get it started. Oh, I did say previously, if I got a contract like this, I would be very tempted to hire another harvester and get it done with two harvesters. I did do a bit of maths and worked out that actually that would end up probably with us not making any money at all. To make 100,000 off this would be huge. So yeah, I really could do with that cash. And letting this just run and take its time should be fine. So that harvester off. Our trouble is going to be... Our trouble is going to be that we need to get we need to empty our harvester on a regular basis. So we might end up with having quite a lot of journeys between the two fields. It's not the end of the world, but I would obviously prefer to be concentrating on the other harvest quite a bit. If it's a case of me coming back and running a second harvester that's hired, or if we can get a second beet contract, because there are a couple here, then we'll see about that and see if we can get that to work. Let's start this off though. So start it up. Oh, it takes a while to unfold this thing. And there we go. Down and forwards. It's not a tiny width on this. It's a fairly good one. Right, there we are. And we'll set that off. Let our hired worker get going. And we should find out when our harvester is full. I'm going to go back and get the lorry up to the field. There we go. Hooked up to our lorry. £13 already in wage payment. I know we're on an American map and I'm still using pounds, but as I explained at the beginning of this series, I can't go changing the... Oh, wow. I can't go changing the currency all the time. I end up just getting the wrong currency on various saves. So we're sticking with pounds, but yeah, we're running it on an American map. If I was to get a second harvester going on here, we'd probably have to run something like courseplay, I think, in order to keep things running. Our harvester has already done 1% of the field, so I'm wondering exactly how far through the... or how full it is at that point. And actually, it is 57% full from having done one row. So, yeah, that's not bad, actually. That's pretty good. So, let's get the combine up the top here and get that into field 26. So here is our CH770. So nice little combine. And we have got one of the... In fact, yeah, it's an M7 Kubota from the Kubota DLC on here. So that's going to be quite cool and really nice to have on here. So that's this week. This should be all of our series using a Kubota, I think, at some point. There we go. Is that connected? That's connected. Don't know if those are. Yep, those are. So that's all good. Let's get this out to here. And then we'll grab our trailer. I don't think this harvest is going to take us very long, which is good because it is going to be interrupted a fair amount by our sugar beet harvest contract that we're doing today. Right, there we go. Let's hook that up and hook that up. Do I have follow me on here? Yes, I do. Perfect. We can just back this off a little bit. And then with our beacons on, we can head down to the field. Our sugar beet harvester is nearly full already. I think it's probably going to be full before I get this up to the field. So what I'll do is I'll get that emptied out before we drop off up at the field. And it'll actually be emptied by the time we get up there. As I predicted, the harvester was full before we got up to the other field with our combine. I'm just going to top up this trailer and get this going here. Now we should be able to again use a hired worker to get this to transport down to the sell point and hopefully give us a good delivery of this fairly early on. Plan, I think, very much is going to be to keep these harvesters moving as much as possible. If I can keep both of them unloaded and do most of the carting myself, we're going to be in a pretty good place. And just topping off the trailer. There we go. Right, let's get this back round to the road. And then we're going to send it off to drop off the sugar beet at the sell point. While we go and get our other combine, while we go get the other harvester, the combine set up and working on the corn. Here comes our truck now. It's heading into this sell point here, which is Grain Rich Valley. I'm going to sit here and wait for it to pass. Hoping he's going to turn in there or not. Okay. Oh, no, he is turning in there. Ah, of course. This is not going to work. That's all right. We're here. So that's good. Let's back this off and get this to drop in here. I'm intrigued to see how much of the contract is completed by tipping this. Don't think it's going to be very much, but I think it's going to get it started. There we go. And we'll just leave that tipping there, and I can send it back to the field in a minute. 3% of the way through the contract, and we haven't even got this one started yet. And this one, of course, goes... Well, I want to get this done today, and preferably before the rain hits. Finally, we are approaching field 26 up the top here. Let's unfold the harvester. And the best way for us to do this, yeah, is going to be to go east-west. So let's unfold the back of the harvester as well. Start her up. There we go. Drive it in. And then, as we did on the other field, hire a worker to get that going. And then unhire the worker in our Kubota so that we can get this done. And it looks like our sugar beet harvester has a nearly full grain tank. So we better go and empty that. So yeah, this is going to be very much about trying to keep both these harvesters running and managing the harvesters so that it will. If I empty on this run every time and then send this off to tip, what I should find is that it will actually manage to keep running and keep moving and everything be good. Field 26 has already overtaken field 1 in how much we are complete. That's a little bit mad. I know it's a massively smaller contract, but it is just a little bit mad that that contract already is more complete than this one is. Coming to the end of the row, and we are only 84% complete, but that's fine. I basically want to keep this emptying every row here. So again, I'm just going to go like this. And thankfully, we've got the same job running there. Start job. And away it should go. Yep, there we are. It's off to get that tipped again. I actually have enough time between all these to do this myself. And considering that it hit the bar last time, I think it's probably a good idea to actually do this myself. So we'll get this tipped and get another 2% delivered. So up to 4% on this one. It's such a massive contract, this. As I said, I think this will be a contract that we do for at least 2 days, if not more. We'll see how we do. Can I avoid the bin? Oh, no, I can't. Sorry. Looks like the hired worker took out the post box last time as well. So my aim with the sugar beet harvester is to get it emptied every time the belt is on this side. So I'm just going to pull in here. And yeah, it's already... Is that worker H? No, that's worker A. I think that's referring to our other tractor. So let's... pull, or our other harvester. So let's pull in here and go and empty that. So it looks like our combine at the moment is not got its auger out. So we'll bring this up. I'm beginning to think, especially with this series where we're doing such large stuff, we might end up doing course play on here. And oh, that's rain. We're going to have to stop the harvester. Yes, it can go, and yes, it can do things, but I don't know whether this will actually affect how high the yield is on this. So let's Stop that. Yeah, harvesting while it rains reduces the yield. So, yeah, we want to stop this here. And we're going to have to concentrate on the sugar beet for a while. So that means catching up to the sugar beet with this trailer, or this lorry and trailer, and getting it emptied. I think we're going to have about 85% full, which is fine. That's what we want to do. We're going at about 6-7 miles an hour on here. So let's take this down to here. So yeah, don't want to be going 50 on auto on cruise control. We want to be going about 5, I think. There we go. And set the cruise control. There we are. Get it on the right direction like that. And then what I can do, come in here and we'll just check the weather forecast. We're looking at the rain clearing up at 3 p.m. and considering the speed at which that harvester was working its way through the field, we should still be all right to get that harvest done today. Does just mean that we'll get a little bit further ahead with this harvest as well. And yeah, that's going a little bit fast now. So at the end, and we're 71% full. And look, the bottom end of this field is flooded. Oh, I hope my harvester's okay. I suppose it's not my harvester. But yeah, look at this. All of the waterways have flooded. Oh, wow. That's a really nice touch. With the rain pouring down and us having a little bit of an issue at the far end of the field with that wet waterway, what I'm going to do is take control of our harvester for a bit. I've got the GPS running on it. We'll be able to load the harvester. I might even try and get the truck to run on its own if I can to do the deliveries. But we should have enough in here just to top up the truck and then set this going on a hired worker, and would save a bit of money if we only had this going on a hired worker while we were actually tipping stuff. So I'm going to try and run it that way and see if we can keep this running and keep it going like this. Slightly annoying that the corn is not able to be cut at the moment, but keeping things running, that is definitely the name of the game today, and this rain is not letting us do that. Coming up to 3 p.m, the rain is stopping and I've got another load off here. We're almost 10% of the way through the sugar beet contract, which is great, but yeah, we are quite a way back on our other contract. I would like to get 50% of the way through this sugar beet contract today if we can, but it's, you know, there's quite a lot of work left to do. The fact that we are only a fifth of the way towards that and it's 3 in the afternoon and we started at 6 does not bode well. I think there's going to be a lot of going through the night on this one and yeah, picking it up next day and seeing where it is in the morning, seeing if yeah, an all-nighter and possibly a couple of all-nighters are going to be the thing that keeps it going and eventually gets it complete. We need this contract though. It is worth a lot of money to us and definitely will get us started going into the next stage of our farm. With the rain having stopped, we can get this harvester running again. It's at 94% full. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's see if it can make it to the end. If it can, what we'll do is we'll get it emptied out. And it looks like it's coming to a halt. Yes, so nope. We're not going to be able to do that. We need to stop the hired worker, turn our harvest around, and get it emptied. Unfortunately, I was hoping we were going to be able to get it to go the other way, but that's all right. We can just back this up here, turn it around, and empty straight into the trailer. Like, ooh, almost. like this. There we go. So I think this trailer will actually take a couple of loads from this combine, so that's good news. And yeah, there is plenty of space in this trailer for this. So we can keep this going. And, oh, round we go. Start her up again, and then get the hired worker running on this. As we were before. And that will keep everything running very nicely. It's coming up to 5:30, and I've got my first load of corn off of field 26. We are, well, we're nearly 50% towards finishing that field off as the sun sets. The sugar beet field, we are 13% into it. We are about an eighth of the way. And it's got a full tank, so I need to go and empty that as well. I think the sugar beet we're going to be going through the night for, to be honest. I want to see if we can get 50% through this, but these contracts very much are going to be going into the next day. It looks like we're going to get the corn done tomorrow. We'll see how much further we can get into the sugar beet off screen, because I don't want that to be going on for days and days and days. And yeah, this is very much to be continued, which means for now all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.